Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the last video in our new shooter series talking about safe firearm storage and transportation. Hopefully at this point you feel a little more comfortable in handling a firearm. It is very important to lock up your firearm whenever it is not in your direct control. Your firearm should never be unattended and always stored safely. There are various options on the market that have several different locking methods. Notice some have a PIN code, others have a biometric access to work off your fingerprint in order to unlock them. There's a couple different ways to store your firearms in their safes. One is holstered and unholstered. Just keep in mind, if you'd have to access your firearm in a safe, it's probably because you have to, meaning there's some stress attached to that. So the safe way I would recommend storing your firearm is in the holster, so that way if you have to go for it quick, fast, and in a hurry, you do not have a chance of getting your finger into the trigger guard. Should you not have a safe, there are a couple other options of locking your firearm. Most modern handguns will come with what's known as a cable lock in the case when you purchase it. The cable lock simply gets threaded through the chamber and the magazine well, just like this. That way it cannot allow the slide to go forward and you cannot insert a magazine. Other options are what's known as a trigger lock. This goes right over the trigger guard of your firearm, so again, you have no access to the trigger. Should you choose to use one of these, always make sure that you go through our 2 safety rules, muzzle management, trigger finger discipline, and ensure that your firearm is always unloaded before applying either one of these safety devices. Just a quick recap, we have safes, cable locks, and trigger locks as several different options to safely store your firearm. We strongly recommend you get a safe for the most protection for your handgun. Hey guys, we talked about storage, now let's talk about transportation. Say you're going to a competition, a class, or coming down here to shoot at the range, and you're not yet at the point where you're carrying your own firearm in a holster. There are some options for safe transportation. We have the case that your firearm came in. Most polymer striker-fired handguns will come in a hard-sided container when you purchase them. Next, we have backpacks or other bags that are specifically designed to carry handguns. For our Massachusetts residents traveling with a firearm, the weapon always has to be in a locked container when it is not in your direct control. Always. And the ammunition also has to be in a separate lock container at all times. And for our New Hampshire residents, it is not required by law that your firearm be in a locked container. That is just up to your discretion. But just keep in mind, a locked gun is a safe gun. Please always ensure that your firearms are locked and stored safely. That is the end of our new shooter series. I hope you learned something new, and we'll see you soon.